Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former number one ranked super middleweight in the world. It is, of course, Mr. Zach Parker. Zach, Happy New Year and welcome back on the show, my friend.
Yeah, Happy New Year, mate. Good to be back on.
Lovely having you back on as always, Zach. So, yeah, we last spoke back in February of last year, so it's been quite a while. We spoke just before the Zeuge fight. I was sat ringside in Birmingham for that fight. Just briefly on that, bit of a nightmare in the second round. You got back up, you boxed to a decision. What do you make of that fight as a whole now, looking back, Zach?
Yeah, obviously, a lot went into it beforehand. He came in 6 pounds heavier than me, and obviously when I'm boiling down to the weight, and he's obviously just full on that, you know what I mean? It changes the fight a lot, but yeah. Got it in the second round. I wouldn't say I got put down. It's like more I was off balance, but yeah. Fought on to get a decision. It was a tough opponent, to be fair. He's obviously a former champion. A lot of people wrote him off saying he ain't got nothing left, but he's only lost to Rockerfield, and it shows that he's still getting about, isn't he? So yeah, it's a good learning fight, and it was a good fight to get a W against the former champion.
Yeah, it was a good learning fight. I think it was just a case of one bad round. Other than that, everything went quite smoothly. After that, last time out, you demolished Jack Arnfield, in all honesty, became the first man to stop him. Was that more of the Zach Parker maybe that can be unlocked? The Zach Parker that we've seen, in the past in flashes?
That's it, yeah, definitely. I've been training really hard, especially obviously the Jack fight. I was just fully focused, and same for this fight against Willie Hutchinson. I'm just fully focused. My mind's in only on one thing, and that's to do a demolition. But yeah, like I say, it was a good fight against Jack. I think he came to bring it, to be fair to him. But yeah, I think I was just a bit too heavy-handed for him.
And yeah, speaking of your next fight, you'll be boxing February 8th in Manchester against Willie Hutchinson. What are your thoughts on him, Zach? We had him on a few weeks ago. I asked his thoughts on you. Willie is kind of known for saying outlandish things, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
And he kind of said along the lines of, I don't think Zach Parker's on the level of a Craig Richards or a Josh Buatsi. But what are your thoughts on him anyway?
He's not a fighter. He's only really got one good win on his record, and that's Craig Richards. But you seen in that fight, you could see Craig Richards on his art. He's getting a bit old now, getting a bit past it. But yeah, every other big fight he's been in, he got knocked out by Lennox, and obviously he lost some points to Buatsi. So yeah, the blueprint's already there to beat him. It's just if I once I go in with him, just making sure I do my job and make sure I get the win.
And you said you're concentrating on a possible demolition job. How do you see the fight playing out? He can be tricky.
Yeah, he's obviously a tricky customer. He tries to box his way. But yeah, I feel like at the minute, at this weight, I'm stronger than I've ever been before, and I'm feeling proper full at the weight now. The last couple of fights been it's still boiling down because I was like 12-2, 12-3. Them fights made that, but yeah, now this one's at the full light heavyweight. I'm filling out a lot more and feeling proper strong at it. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Could be a demolition. Just see how he holds up to my punches.
I'm really excited for this fight. I think as well, Willie has shown some flashes, just little flashes of brilliance. He's also suffered a setback or two. Would you say that maybe in some way you've kind of had similar career paths?
Yeah, a little bit. Obviously he's lost a couple of times, but I've never really lost in that fashion. I've only lost because of my hand injury. I've never been knocked out like I did against Lennox, who was part of my gym for that fight. And yeah, obviously he lost on points to Buatsi. So yeah, I've not got that in my head that I've lost that way, which I think he has. So yeah. We'll have to see how the fight plays out. It's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be a fight of the night, to be fair. Looking at the whole bill, and I think a lot of people are looking forward to this fight.
Yeah, like I say, I'm certainly one of them. And I know that to some degree, every fight is obviously a must-win fight, Zach. But how important do you feel it is to maybe regain some momentum moving forward? I'm not saying you don't have momentum, but obviously you were world number one. The John Ryder fight ended so frustratingly for you, not being able to carry on. I feel like you may have lost a little bit of momentum from then. And obviously, like I say, in the Jack Arnfield fight, it was a short, quick fight, but a statement made, and you showed us once again what you can do.
Yeah, every fight's a must-win fight, but I feel like this one, it proper comes down to it, really. If you want to be pushing on for world titles, I've got to be doing my job here, and I need to be fully on it. Because you see, like... the likes of these Riyadh cards and that, you want to be on these cards, and the only way to do it is being exciting, and that's what I want to be on, these massive shows. And this is definitely a must-win fight. If I lose this, it's a proper setback, but in my head, I'm not going to lose.
Yeah, well said, man. And 100% right. I feel like there's something big waiting for the winner here. As you're at light heavyweight now, I can ask you some light heavyweight questions. Josh Buatsi, coming off that good win over Willie Hutchinson, will be fighting Callum Smith in a matter of weeks. How do you see that one playing out? A lot of people writing off Callum Smith.
No, I think it's a really hard fight for Buatsi. Callum Smith is a really good fighter. He's obviously been a world champions, box the best out there, box Canelo and then box Beterbiev at light heavy. And from what Callum was saying, he didn't really spar enough, and he had a couple of injuries going into that Beterbiev fight. So yeah, you can't really write Callum off. Big puncher, but it's a pick and fight, isn't it? If you're liking the younger Buatsi or the older Callum Smith, just it's whoever turns up on the night. But yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. I can't wait to watch it.
You're sitting on the fence there, Zach?
Yeah, sitting on the fence.
Okay. And I'm hoping you don't sit on the fence for this one, but I'm sure you must have saw the first fight between Bivol Beterbiev. How do you see this second encounter going?
I think it's going to be another great fight. Like I say, it's a pick and fight, because in the first fight, Bivol, he was boxing quite good, but Beterbiev is just relentless, isn't he? It's obviously with the judges, it's what they like. If it's like someone just coming forward non-stop, putting under pressure, or they're more maybe like cleaner shots. But yeah, I reckon Beterbiev's going to maybe stop him this time. But we'll soon see, won't we?
This is what we love about boxing, because Bivol, I feel like he needs to be a bit more aggressive, and then it will obviously, it'll be more openings for Beterbiev. So you could be onto something, Zach.
Yeah, Bivol. I feel like when he was pushing him back a bit in the first fight, that's when he was more comfortable. Instead of, if you keep going back on Beterbiev, that's where Beterbiev wants you on them ropes and letting loose to them big shots. So yeah. He probably needs to push him back a little bit more in the second fight.
He needs to, absolutely. And just before we let you go, Zach, like I say, it's always great having you on. If you've got any closing words to the listeners, it's been 11 months without you on the podcast, but if you've got anything to say, then the floor is yours, my friend. Yeah,
just thanks for having me on. Really appreciate your support, and obviously make sure you're all tuning in. Feb 8th is going to be a good show. Manchester, hopefully. Get this one out of the way, and then we'll go on for some bigger fights.
Absolutely. It's a brilliant fight. Cannot wait. I really mean that. Zach, as always, the pleasure's mine. Thanks for your time. Thanks. Best of luck February 8th. I'm pulling for you, my friend.
Cheers, pal. Nice one. Thank you.